Why, hello there. My name is Justin, and you're watching Spoiler Alert. Today we're doing a request and watching the 1989 robot fighting fantasy future, RoboJox. This is a request by my good friend Jordan. So this one's for you, Jordan. I'm gonna watch RoboJox. Cheers, buddy. Hmm. 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 Did I just watch a Del Toro wet dream? Like back in the 80s, Del Toro sitting in front of his TV, desperately hoping to see the new kaiju movie, watches an American giant robot fighting, and he says, one day, I will achieve this. I will create the best fighting robot movie ever. Like, that's clearly what this is. This is the movie Del Toro watched as a child, and it has deeply ingrained in his mind, so much so that when he made Pacific Rim, he made this movie again. It's so clear to me. And like, I watched this as a child, and now I was like blown away by RoboJox. And now as an adult, watching this, I can see where Pacific Rim came from. It's clear to me. It's RoboJox, it's Power Rangers, and it's Godzilla. This is Del Toro's combination for making a film. RoboJox was phenomenal. It was directed by Stuart Gordon, but it is the most like paranoid communist film I have ever seen in my life. Like,
we've lost more matches to security leaks than to any superior skills on the part of our opponents. This time, there'll be no leaks.
Got this 0700 unit. Now this does conform to the original circuit.
I don't know about you. I trust that Jap about as far as I could throw him.
Yeah?
That green laser, for instance, only him and me knew all the specs. I sure as hell didn't tell nobody.
Hey, the doc's weird, but he ain't no spy.
the commies are out there and they're coming to get you. And like, you know how that lovable older guy, he's really a spy for the communists. Yeah, RoboJox is just so much fun to watch, and it's got so much going on for it. The miniatures are phenomenal. You could see, you know, the Stuart Gordon style, even having Jeffrey Combs show up as a guest appearance.
Achilles has a chance.
Damn right he's got a chance. He's gonna kill that confed.
Yeah, I don't know. Alexander looks pretty tough. This is Achilles' last fight.
Hey, whose side are you on here?
He did a lot of fun stuff in this movie, and there are moments in this movie where I think different soundtracks could be applied.
Achilles, the Confederation lost when Alexander defied the referees. The battle's over.
Not for me.
You got the touch. You got the power.
You know, and it's good. It's a lot of fun. But like the girl who's different, and now she's gonna join them. The fact that it starts off with like two buddies and one dies and the other has to go and fight without him. That like Del Toro, this is a personal message to you from your loving fan Justin. You have ripped off RoboJox in no small way. I know it's in the 80s and nobody remembers it, but I remember it. And anybody who watches this film is going to know what you did. They're going to know. First off, this movie starts off with big monologue from a character I'm not 100% sure of. I've been told it's a show it, don't tell it sort of thing. This movie definitely just tells it, where, like, if I'm going to compare it to Pacific Rim did it better. It showed, you know, where this did not in any way, shape, or form. This was just like, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
It is 50 years since the nuclear holocaust almost destroyed mankind. War is now outlawed, and all territorial disputes between the two great alliances are settled by single combat.
And then, like, they're like panning over miniatures, which is obviously miniatures. You know, it's not CGI, it's miniatures. This is the 80s. So it's panning over miniatures as it tells you that there was a nuclear war. Yeah, I expected better, Stuart Gordon. I expected better. This movie's notorious for, like, 80s type sound effects. For one, the punching sounds.
Did great. The hell was that?
Just checking your reflexes.
Come on, it's enough. It's over. It's over.
Oh, come on.
Hey.
They were all there. They were all there. Is it just me, or does Gary Graham look suspiciously like Paul Blackthorne?
Gary Graham. Paul Blackthorne. Gary Graham. Paul Blackthorne. Gary Graham. Paul Blackthorne. Anybody else noticing this? They've cloned Gary Graham.
Yeah, he looks just like him. I was shocked. I was watching this. I was like, I thought Mick Jagger was in this, but no, it's Paul Blackthorne from Arrow. I found it particularly weird how they asked the jocks, who were just regular guys who were just good at what they were doing, to fap into cups. They're like, we need you to into a cup for us, you know, for DNA purposes. And then they clinked their fap cups together like they were like delicious drinks.
I'd appreciate it if you could provide us with raw material.
Raw material?
For the gene pool. You are the market's most famous jocks.
Bink.
I was like, there's a bit of awkward here. I'm be over there. And then, you know, Achilles, the main character, decides, oh, I know what I want to do. I want to that genetically engineered woman. They obviously were cloning these people and artificially aging them. Like, they had no understanding of social interactions. So I'm assuming these genetically engineered people are like 10 years old. And there's a book by John Scalzi called Old Man's War, and they genetically cloned people so that they could fight a war, very similar to this. And those people were like 5 or 6. He's just like, oh, she's so hot. And I'm like, oh my god, she's probably not even through puberty yet. This is like bad touch. The other thing is the logo for American Robotic Society in this, the ones that are making the robots, looks suspiciously like Umbrella. Like, I'm thinking to myself, did Umbrella Corps get out of like biological weapons and move straight into like building giant robots in the future? Like, look at this logo. Now look at this logo. I think we've got something going on here. I just want to say that Alexander has the worst accent. The worst Russian accent. Like, where did he pick up this accent? This actor. Where did he hear a Russian? Was it in like propaganda videos? And he's like, yeah, that's how I want my Russian to sound. Is like the fakest Russian accent in the world. Just listen.
I never thought that I would say this. But I'm glad to see you. Very glad.
Wish I could say the same. You're making my beer curdle.
And you? You make my drink taste like blood.
Yeah, exactly. Did he go to like the same school of fake Russian accents as Aaron Taylor Johnson from Avengers: Age of Ultron? Like, this is awful.
Yeah! 1 week you're mine. I kill you dead.
1 week you're mine, I kill you dead. It's awful. It's awful. It's just me. There's a little bit of like fan commentary from Stuart Gordon in this. A little bit of the, hey, you know, fans don't know what they want. And I think he's hitting a little bit of the meta mark here.
Yeah. Fans.
Also, what is with that fist? That's like the slowest jackhammer I've ever seen. You know? Look at this. Yeah, what is that? Like the gentle nudge of love? This is like the love tap? This is like the new design, love tap. No, that does nothing. I'm sorry. You can't fool me, Stuart Gordon. That's awful. And check this out. This is how he loses in the end. I mean, really. Foiled by your own petard, I see. Alright, that's RoboJox. The seminal fighting robot movie from 1989. Yes, post-apocalyptic fighting robots. Alright, come back next week while we review some BDSM films like Secretary, 50 Shades of Grey, and Twilight. Nah, you couldn't make me do that. Nah, that's not gonna happen.
And I said to myself, whoa.